I was reading Howard Carter's account of his excavation at the tomb of Tutankhamun. He stood at the threshold of the burial chamber, the first man to do so for 3,000 years, and he saw finger marks still on the paint.
He say time lost its meaning. There's nothing holding it, except time.
It's Viking, I think.
10th century.
I told you. I was raised by an archaeologist. I recognized the patterns on the hilt.
My interest in archaeology began like yours when I was scarcely old enough to hold a trowel.
I do it because I'm good at it. Because that's what my father taught me and what his father taught him. Because you can show me a handful of soil from anywhere in Suffolk, and I can pretty much tell you whose land it's from. That speaks, doesn't it? The past, that's a ship.
How do you mean a ship?
Well, that's a ship that's been buried in the mound.
Why would anyone want to bury a ship?
Well, I expect because that's a grave. See, this line here, ground is higher, but the soil is darker. So you think there's something beneath?
Whose grave?
Well, I'd expect this is a grave of a great man. A warrior. Or a king.
The individual exhumed is indeed Richard III, the last Plantagenet King of England.
England.
This is the pit where Ragnar died.
Yes, thank God. Just in this place, just here. This is where the pagan died.
Then it is a sacred place.
Well, we may know by the end of today.
Changes everything. These people were not just marauding barterers. They had culture. They had art. They had money. And these were sophisticated people with incredible artistry.
Men will remember what I have done. But men will die, as we all must.
Nothing. In times to come, no one will remember Ragnar Lothbrok and his sons.
The uncertainty of what comes next.
We don't live on.
I'm not sure I agree. From the first human handprint on a cave wall, we're part of something continuous.
The act of committing ink to parchment gives a deed permanence. And in 100 years from now, learned people will read or recite what is written, and Alfred will appear.
So we don't really die.
What comes next, Lord, is life. It continues. It always will.
Am I doing the right thing? It's someone's grave.
No. That's life what's revealed. And that's why we dig.
Life goes on.
But in which direction? Who will reign? Which god will be praised? Which language spoken? What laws will prevail?
You have had your time. Soon it will be the turn of others.
But when they dig up my bones,
I think you'd better come and see.
Look!
I want them to say, here is the grave of the most famous Viking who ever lived.
But there's more. There's much more.
Stories. Each of these people has been on a journey, and you can see that in their face. If you get close enough, you can see it.
And it's true. I mean, we're all intrigued by this. That's why we're all here. I mean, it's not just about the rocks and the rubble. You know, it's about these people. I mean, who were they? And what were their stories? It helps us to understand where we came from, or where we're going.
The line that joins them to their forebears.
All things begin and end. The stories.